Start date 3/1/2020. So, how did we get in this mess? And who brought us to this mess? The very people we're dealing with. And then you people want to keep going back to the very people that's been creating this mess. That's very cognizant and ignorant of us as a society. And the very criminals that have been creating this mess that we're dealing with are the same very people that we keep so-called following, believing in, and trusting in. So who's the stupid ones, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question to ask. Who are the complete idiots? The paid provocateurs that we see on the streets, that's some of the public, that is helping usher in this insanity, and they believe, those wholeheartedly believe these criminals, like Soros and the Bloombergs, and I could go on and on. And then our current people in our U.S. government have to sign a piece of paper, which means that they are under duress in our government, that they will protect and defend and will not go against Israel. Now, tell me what kind of insanity that is. Who are you serving then if you're in government and you have to sign something like that? Because you're signing it out of duress just so that you can have your seat. And then if you do something or say something that might be out of line within their scripted rule book, that they could decide whatever rules that they want at the time. We know who the communists are. Yes, we do. And if anybody was smart enough, they'd dig in history and find that these same similar communists, same kind of people, were at the helm at mass murder while claiming it was somebody else. Yes, if you do your research, go into the public records to find out how many people were alive before something, and then how many actually died by their own account. That the numbers lie through the narrative of what's really going on. The same people that cry that we need to do something about it, but we need a rally cry to get you to come and go and sacrifice yourselves. Yes, while having a foreign entity, somehow or another, we're able to con them in or attack them silently, however that they do this. And then claim, yes, look, we need to do something about it. And we're so dumb, we fall for it every time, okay? How many times has America been attacked? Has been invaded? How many times has America attacked and invaded other nations? And don't get me wrong, I'm not an American hater. I love this country. I hate the very establishment that this country operates under. That's what I hate. And I don't hate too many things, but I really despise the people that are in government. Every single one of them aren't worth the fucking poop on my ass after I take a shit that I have to wipe off. They're not even worth that, including the current seat, corporate president right now. All of them need, I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen, need to be swinging from a rope, because every one of them, not only one, has broken their vows called an oath. And when they took that oath, there was a punishment that came with violating your vows, besides committing treason, was that the punishment was death by firing squad or hanging. You got to choose your poison of death, okay? And none of you are smart enough, it seems like. A small percentage of this society has been hoodwinked into believing these people. And they're about ready to hoodwink you again in this so-called charade of elections that is highly, and I mean highly, manipulated, people. And you don't believe it. This is why, haven't you ever wondered if you've lived long enough past a generation? You're on your second round, what we would call two generations on this planet. You start to look around and you go, nothing really is changing. It's actually getting worse and worse and worse. And they're all blaming each other while they're also creating the mess. You get it? This is what's going on. Our problems are not in foreign affairs. Our problems are not in foreign wars. Our very problems, ladies and gentlemen, are right here in this country and the very people that are perpetrating and creating them. And if we don't go after them, they're going to sink this country. They're going to destroy this country, and it'll never, ever be or look anything or resemble anything like the past whatsoever. And talk about you just be lucky if you don't have no kids. Because our future is grim. Yes, really grim under these terms where we're going. And if we're just gonna bow down and take it in the fucking butt, we might as well just all commit suicide that has any understanding about this, what I'm talking about. They have plans. They have gathered. They have organized. This is why they're getting away and they're being able to do the things they do. Because we're not organized. We don't have a plan to combat these criminals, these fucking provocateurs, these communist agitators, you name it. And then we're actually have a sector of society that is contemplating on going to a socialist communist type of society. And we're actually contemplating on so-called, which it don't fucking work, whoever's going to be in there was paid and bought for that seat, okay? Remember that. Who's got the most money, who's going to campaign the most, that doesn't mean shit. The real controllers are going to pick whoever is going to be in that office. Not by your vote. Not at all, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems that we have been enjoying the show for far too long. It's time to wake up out of our slumber. It's time to start gathering, start making plans, and organizing ourselves. And when we find provocateurs or backstabbers within the ranks, they're to be terminated immediately, swift and quick. And then we'll do something that would be more provocateur than anything in the world that we have done before in defense of these criminals. Yes, the criminals. Hang them for the birds, the animals. Feed them to nature. No proper burials, no proper nothing. Since they have caused humanity 99.9% of the grief by their actions and their plans. Enjoy the show, because it's going to get worse if we allow it. Have a nice day.